So here we have another question that's similar to the one we just did. So these are both new questions. Looks like the same structure. They want to know the largest value of k, not n actually, k for which 3 to the k is a factor, which means it divides it. So essentially, if we could rewrite the numerator as some power of 3 and some other numbers, then what is that largest power? So again, I don't want to be doing the computation. I have to see the link between 9 factorial and 6 to the 4. Actually, in this case, there isn't much to factor. What I mean by that is there aren't factorial terms. So I think it's just going to be, it's a little bit different than the previous problem in the sense that I just need to count the powers of 3's. So if that's the first thing I'm going to do is I have a 3 here, and 3 square. 3 square. So essentially taking that out. This I'm going to replace with 2 times 3. And that 1 3 is here. And that's 3 square. And here each one is 2 times 3. So I do have 4 3's. So here I'm going to be left with 2 to the 4. And the numbers that are left are 2 times 4. This is where you want to be careful not to leave anything behind. 7 times 8. And let me just make sure. 2, 4, 5, 2, 7, 8. That's correct. Now, certainly we get 3 to the 4 here, but we also want to make sure that this number, after you do the subtraction, doesn't have any powers of 3. So we're going to have to actually compute this. So 8 times 5, 40. 40, and then this is 14 times 8, and that's 16. So 14 times 4 is 556. 560 times 8. 40, so 4480 minus 16. So that's 4464. I guess. And I have to see, is this divisible by 3? So I add up the digits. 10, 4, 18. Yeah, it is. And actually it's divisible by 9. So I'm going to actually divide by 9. Less work. 9 times 4 is 36. 8. 9 times 9 is 81. 9 times 6 is 54. So I have already 9. And then I'm going to add the digits again. 15, 19, which is not divisible by 3, which means this is not doesn't have any more factors. So I do have 9. That gives me 3 square. So in summary, I have that number that I started with is same as 3 to the power of 6 times 4, 96. This doesn't have any 3's in it. If you were to do the prime factorization, that means the largest power of k that would divide, for which 3 to the k is a factor of this number, n, is 6. And therefore the answer is D.